depending on your surgery, you may or may not have the ability. For me, I can move my elbow down. So for me, I will usually hold this and try to straighten out. Not working very well. So I'm not going to do too much of that right now because I can feel it based on the position I'm in right now. It's not going to move without a lot of pain. So I'm going to work on moving my fingers. I can do that wrist kind of thing. If I can move my elbow, I can kind of do small circles and little exercises with my elbow. Do not do anything that feels painful or hurts you. That at all do not do. So right now mine does not want to move. It moved earlier and it was okay with it when I got out of the shower. Right now it does not, so I'm not going to force it. Okay, so keep that in mind. Only do what your arm is able to do. Now comes to getting dressed. I wear a lot of spaghetti straps even if it looks like it's going to rain outside. And then I can slide. Hold on, I'm going to put my hand right here on the side of my couch. So you can see it. I have something to support my hand. And then I'm just going to slide this over and up my arm. Okay? And then now I have okay, right? And now I just need to put my other arm in. And I have this to pull it down if I need to. Okay, so that's how I've been getting dressed, and then I can adjust this as I need to. The spaghetti straps have been amazing for me, just because it's not as much. As this heals and becomes less pain, I'll be able to put in something that maybe has a thicker sleeve than this. I was told buttons work really well if it's button, but either way, you still have to get your arm through it. And for me, my arm right now is wanting to be in this position and it is not wanting even to bend at the elbow. And the surgery, I put this way here, was up here, right? You can see my incision. That's where it should hurt. But right now, it's not wanting to. So I'm going to see if I can straighten it out. And what I have right now is I have my arm on the side of the couch and I'm just straightening out my arm. Again, I went too fast and it didn't like it. So please know, usually between 2 and 4 weeks, you do start physical therapy. It was very painful the first time. They actually had me walk my arm up the wall, and I cried the entire time. So please know that general small movements are going to be okay with time as they're comfortable. Don't do anything that you're not comfortable without the physical therapist around or the doctor. They will. From what I can remember, I remember crying my first 2 or 3 appointments of physical therapy. Actually, I think the full year was just dreadful. So keep that in mind, because it will be dreadful. But again, it was under the care of the physical therapist and the doctor, so I was able to do a lot of things. So right now I'm just going to straighten. Again, I have my arm on the side of the couch, so it's fully supported. And then I'm just straightening, going back and forth, just slowly rocking back and forth. And this is just only my elbow. There shouldn't be anything else moving. My elbow should be fine. Should, in theory. Nothing happened to the elbow. But again, it's getting comfortable in the sling. So it's used to not moving. So I have to make sure I don't, that it realizes its life is not retirement. So from here, I can put my other arm in and then bring it down. Okay, so that's how I'm getting dressed. And then I pull it down. So in this case, this is kind of off. And I'm dressed. Fairly easy. Taking it off is not as much fun, but it's a similar process. Everything's going to come off, and then the arm is always going to be last. It's always just going to be sliding on and off. Your arm should not move. So for me, again, I'm day 3. Day 1 and 2, please know, or day 1.5, I guess, because I had it with surgery Wednesday. Thursday, I had a skirt on that went over my sling. So I didn't actually put anything underneath. It was just strictly a really, really long, big skirt that was obviously too big for me. But it was able to go up over my sling. And then it stayed that way. So at least I was fully clothed. It had some elastic, so it was rather tight on the top part. So all of this, there was nothing that was being exposed that shouldn't be exposed, okay? And that's how I managed the first day and a half, I guess, from the day I got home, which was Wednesday, and then Thursday. Friday, yesterday, I did finally take a shower. I threw a towel and some stuff to keep this kind of dry a little bit. And and then I was able to slide something over. Actually, I don't think I slid anything over, and I just left this side unattended to. So I just didn't put the spaghetti straps on. Today again, this is my second surgery, so I've been through this before, although I got some muscle memory a little bit from 2 years ago. And I do know that physical therapy is going to just beat me up, so I do know to try to take precautions, but I don't want to overdo it because you don't want to hurt yourself and have to do this again. So again, I'm doing what I can as strong as I can without hurting myself